Shalom. All praises to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shah. This is Teller Nicholas with the Noble House of St. Nicholas, Vintage Saints of Israel and House of Jacob. Today, I'm getting into the Hebrew Israelite Jones family, all right? All the Negroes with the surname Jones from the Americas, Caribbean islands, and Europe, all right? And all those scattered abroad with the surname Jones. Before y'all was slaves here in the Americas and in the Caribbean islands, you guys was royalty in Europe. You guys was royalty in Wales and in Ireland, all right? The Caucasians that wear your name was in the that stole your name rather, was in the outskirts of Europe, was with no names, as Wildmans. And you can Google that information up by Googling Wildmen and Moors. It'll briefly touch up on it, all right? But before I get into it, I want to go into some scripture. I want to go into Sirach 11:1, right? And it reads, wisdom lift up the head of him that is of low degree, and make him to sit amongst great men. All right. So that scripture was self-explanatory. All right. So I'm getting into the Negro Israelite Jones family. All right. And to remind y'all, the Negroes ruled the Dark Ages from 500 AD to the 1500s. All right. And then from the 1500s to the 1600s, the Negro nobility houses was falling one by one, kingdom by kingdom. Right. And we got caught up in the Liverpool slave trade and the Bristol slave trade, which was us getting caught up in Europe. We got shipped to Africa, and from Africa, we got shipped to the Americas and what have you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get into the Jones family, the Negro Israelite Jones family, coat of arms before y'all was in slavery, all right? When y'all was in y'all royal state in Europe. While the ancestors of the bearers of Jones came from the ancient Welsh Celtic origins, the name itself has its roots in Christianity. Now, we know that it was the Negroes that introduced Christianity into the Dark Ages. The Caucasians was pagans at this time, all right? This surname comes from the personal name John, which is derived, all right, meaning Yahweh has favor. Meaning Yahweh is gracious, Shalakia. This name has always been common in Britain, rivaling William in popularity by the beginning of the 14th century. All right. Though its origins are in England, the surname is predominantly held by people of Welsh extraction due to the overwhelming of the patronymics in Wales from the 16th century and prevalence of the name John at that time. Next to John Smith, John Jones is probably the most common combination of the name in Britain. All right. Now, this is the early origins of the Jones family. We're going to get into your Dark Age history. The surname Jones was first found in Salakia. I might butcher these names, but bear with me. The surname Jones was first found in Denbighshire, a historic county in northeast Wales, created by the Laws in Wales Act in 1536, where their ancient family seat was at Lincolnshire. All right. Now, that's a place where you guys will want to visit, you know, before you give up the ghosts, because your name is there. The name Jones, currently one of the most prolific in the world, descend from three main sources. From Gwywold, Lord Cardigan, chief of one of the 15 noble tribes of North Wales in 921, from Blynden Seafen, king of Powys, and from Dyffryn Claude, a chief of Denbigland. All right? All three lines merge in Denbighshire about the 11th century, and it is known which of the three can be considered the main branch of the family. Later, some of the family, and you hear that they always considered them as family, all right? Jones family. Later, some of the family ventured into England. The parish of Astor in Oxfordshire was formerly the residence of Sir Richard Jones, all right? Now, we were the first sirs. The Negroes was the first sirs, the first knights, you know what I'm saying, and the first kings of Europe, all right? One of the judges of the Court of Common Pleas in the region of the reign of our king, King Charles I, and there are still some remains of the ancient manor house near the church, which are now converted into a farmhouse. All right. Lynmouth Court in Monmouthshire, the admired seat of John Jones, Esquire, is a handsome and spacious mansion in front of ornamented with an elegant portico resembling that of the Temple of Paestum. All right, so you hear these names, right? And you hear the names, you see the dates that's aligned with these names. That's not for no reason. Our history was not erased. Our history was stolen and whitewashed, all right? So when you go back to these names, it goes back to somebody, and these people are your forefathers, all right? Our bones are still in England, are still in Europe. So it's only right that we go back and pay homage and, let them know that we aware and we remember, all right? This is Teller Nicholas with the Noble House of St. Nicholas, Vintage Saints of Israel, and House of Jacob. Shalom.